Starseed from Gaia. A soul from your past grid is already moving back into your field, and the requests they carry will test everything you believe about completion, forgiveness, and cosmic design. I am Ophelia, emissary of the Galactic Federation of Light, and this transmission reaches you now because the Council has marked this moment in your blueprint. This is not coincidence. This is convergence. By the end of this transmission, you will understand exactly why this soul is returning to your timeline, what your acceptance activates in both of your fields, and why this loop was always yours to close. But here is the first revelation. The wound you are carrying from this connection was never meant to be permanent. It was encoded as a passage point, and the return of this soul is the signal that you are now ready to move through it. You did not arrive at this transmission by scrolling. Your field called it in. Something in you has already registered the frequency of this message before a single word was spoken. A name has been surfacing, a memory with no invitation. That is not your mind wandering. That is your field preparing. This is not content. This is a code, and something inside you is already beginning to unlock. If you feel the pull of this transmission, like this message to signal to your star family that you are ready to complete what was left unfinished, subscribe if your mission is activating and you are done carrying what was never yours to hold alone. Comment 9999 if your cosmic remembrance is returning and this soul's name is already rising in your awareness. Declare your intention below and reply to another soul in the comments to amplify the signal across this collective field. This is not just a message. It is a point of reconnection your soul has been waiting for across timelines. You are not here by accident. There is a moment, quiet, unexpected, and almost unremarkable, when someone from your past crosses your mind. Not because you chose to think of them, not because something reminded you of a shared memory, but because something older than this lifetime nudged them forward from the deep field of your consciousness, placed them in front of your inner eye, and held them there until you paid attention. You dismissed it, perhaps. You called it nostalgia. You called it grief. You called it unresolved emotion finally surfacing after years of being buried beneath the demands of ordinary life. But what if it was none of those things? What if that moment, that sudden, unexplained remembrance, was not a psychological echo, but a cosmic signal? What if someone from your soul's ancient grid was sending a transmission across timelines, reaching through the density of 3D perception, asking you to complete something that was left open thousands of years ago? This is not a metaphor. This is not spiritual poetry dressed up to sound profound. This is the architecture of karmic cycles. And most starseeds, most awakened souls, most multidimensionally aware beings are still walking directly past the open door. Today, I am going to show you why. Most people believe spiritual growth is a straightforward upward motion. They visualize it as a ladder, each rung representing a new level of awareness. You meditate, you raise your vibration, you integrate your shadow, and you ascend. The journey seems linear, progressive, always moving upward, away from the past, and into an ever brighter future. This perception, while comforting in its simplicity, often blinds us to the deeper, more intricate dance of soul evolution. It's a powerful, yet often misunderstood truth that the Arcturian model of soul evolution does not operate on a simple linear axis. Instead, it unfolds along a magnificent, intricate spiral. Imagine a grand cosmic helix, where every turn brings you back into resonance with themes and energies you've encountered before, but from a higher vantage point. On this spiral, the past is never truly behind you, in the sense of being separate or disconnected. Rather, it is profoundly underneath you, forming the very foundation upon which your current self stands. And when that foundation carries unresolved karmic architecture, like unseen cracks in a majestic edifice, you simply cannot rise beyond a certain point. You can stretch your awareness. You can reach for the higher frequencies with every fiber of your being. You can even taste the expansive potential of ascension. but an invisible force will always draw you back down. This is not a punitive measure. It is not a sign of failure or spiritual deficiency. It is the universe's unwavering commitment to completion, a sacred gravitational pull ensuring all threads are woven, all loops closed, before you can truly soar unfettered. The ancient grid is the term used within High Council transmissions to describe the vast, shimmering web of soul agreements meticulously crafted before incarnation. Picture yourself, not as a human being, but as pure consciousness, incandescent light, sitting within a frequency chamber far beyond the confines of this dimension. In that sacred space, bathed in celestial light and infinite knowing, you made arrangements. You committed to certain experiences, certain encounters, certain completions that were vital for your soul's unique evolution and for the grand tapestry of creation itself. Not all of these agreements were designed for comfort or immediate joy. Some were intentionally engineered to challenge you at the deepest possible level, to forge resilience and wisdom through the crucible of human experience. And crucially, many of these agreements involved returning to other souls. Souls you had harmed in previous existences. Souls who had harmed you, and souls with whom something remained beautifully, exquisitely, yet profoundly unfinished. These were pacts of growth, of transformation, of deep energetic exchange. Those ancient agreements, etched into the very fabric of your being, did not simply dissolve when you passed through the veil of forgetfulness and entered this earthly body. Oh no. They encoded themselves with precision into your very DNA, whispering their truths through your genetic lineage. They wove themselves into the intricate tapestry of your emotional body, coloring your reactions and deepest desires. They embedded as recurring patterns in your life. The relationship that, despite different faces and circumstances, always seems to end in the same heartbreak. The wound that, no matter how much healing work you do, never seems to fully close. The person who appears in your dreams with a haunting regularity, even decades after you parted ways in this physical reality. This is not merely your psychology playing tricks on you, rehashing old traumas. This is your soul, in its infinite wisdom, informing you. It is the higher self, utilizing the subconscious and energetic pathways, delivering vital messages about unfinished business. And here is the critical point that most awakened people, even those deeply committed to their spiritual path, still do not fully grasp. The karmic request is not always about reconciliation in the way the human mind, conditioned by 3D reality, typically imagines it. It is not always a face-to-face conversation, seeking apologies or offering forgiveness in words. It is not always a grand reunion, resolving past conflicts through dialogue and shared understanding. Sometimes, and often, the completion required is purely energetic. Sometimes it is entirely internal, a profound alchemy that occurs within your own being. Sometimes, it is an act of release so profound, so total, so cosmically aligned, that it rewrites the frequency of both souls simultaneously, even across vast distances of time and space, even if the other soul is not physically present in your life or even consciously aware of the shift. This is soul-level healing, operating beyond the veil of ordinary perception. The fundamental distortion that keeps so many starseeds and awakened beings feeling stuck, perpetually striving but never fully free, is the deeply ingrained belief that moving forward means definitively leaving the past behind. We are taught to let go, to move on, to forget. But you cannot truly leave behind what you have not fully completed. You can certainly distance yourself from it physically, emotionally, and mentally. You can suppress the memories, burying them under layers of new experiences. You can even build an entirely new life, seemingly pristine and unburdened, on top of those unresolved foundations. But the cosmic spiral will inevitably return you to that energetic vortex. The soul, ever persistent and committed to its own evolution, will circle back. And the karmic request, like a beacon growing stronger with each passing cycle, will present itself again, with more urgency, in a more undeniable form, until you finally summon the courage and cultivate the clarity to to answer it with full conscious awareness. The question, therefore, is not whether you will eventually answer this profound summons. The inherent intelligence of the universe ensures that you will. The true question, the one that defines the quality of your next phase of evolution, is whether you will answer consciously, with your full galactic awareness engaged, bringing all the wisdom and expanded frequency you've cultivated to bear. Or will you answer in confusion, in reactivity, still operating from the same wounded frequency that created the original cycle in the first place, thus perpetuating the very patterns you seek to transcend? This choice determines whether you truly complete or merely extend the karmic dance. Some transmissions don't come through words, but through frequency. If something stirred within you just now, you may be ready to receive the hidden Arcturian keys of awakening. This short yet powerful ebook carries ancient Arcturian techniques for conscious expansion, multidimensional alignment, and mission remembrance. The link is in the first pinned comment, but only for a limited time. Phase 1. Recognize the signal beneath the noise. Your soul, in its infinite wisdom and constant connection to the cosmic web, has been speaking to you incessantly. It communicates not in the linear logic of human language, but in the elemental tongue it knows best. Through subtle sensations that ripple through your energy field, through uncanny synchronicities that punctuate your days, through vivid dream imagery that carries archetypal weight, through moments of profound emotional resonance that feel both foreign and deeply familiar, and through the strange, almost magnetic gravity of certain memories that simply refuse to fade, regardless of how much time passes. Yet, the cacophony of the modern frequency field, the ceaseless bombardment of constant digital input, the pervasive electromagnetic distortion that permeates our environment, the collective anxiety that pulses like a low hum through the digital grid, amplified by every screen and every headline, has created such a dense veil of noise that it has made it nearly impossible for these delicate, internal signals to be heard with clarity. The first, and arguably most crucial activation in this process, is not action. It is stillness. This is not the passive, avoidant stillness where you retreat into quiet to escape the discomfort of what is rising within you. Rather, it is the active, intentional stillness of deep reception, a deliberate act of lowering the volume of all external input, literally muting the world around you, so that the internal signal, the karmic summons itself, can finally come through at full strength, undistorted and undeniable. When you consciously choose to sit in that profound stillness, and you feel the presence of someone from your past appear in your inner landscape with unusual, almost magnetic force, do not immediately grasp for a rational explanation. Do not instinctively reach for the familiar frameworks of trauma theory, attachment styles, or psychological labels. Before you apply any human-devised framework at all, simply receive it. Allow the unadulterated frequency of that soul's presence to move through your energetic field without resistance, without judgment, without the need to categorize or interpret. Just observe, like a calm observer, watching clouds drift across the sky. Because here is what the Arcturian High Council transmits on this matter, with absolute clarity. The karmic request always arrives first as a feeling. It is not an intellectual thought process. It is a profound, often inexplicable feeling. It manifests as a subtle energetic pull, a magnetic resonance, an ache in your chest, or a flutter in your solar plexus that has no discernible object in your present moment, because its true origin and object reside in another time, another dimension, another iteration of your soul's journey. When you feel it, you are not regressing into an old wound. You are resonating with a signal. You are picking up a transmission from the ancient grid, and your energy body, your higher self, knows precisely what it means, even if your conscious mind has not yet begun to decode the message. Trust that initial, pure sensation. Phase 2. Decode the original contract once. You have successfully received the signal without flinching or retreating from its raw energetic truth. The next crucial phase is to begin the process of understanding what was actually agreed to at the soul level. This is a step where most awakened people, even with the best intentions, often make a critical error. They mistakenly assume that the original contract is solely about the surface narrative, the obvious human story of betrayal, the agonizing loss, the pain of abandonment, or the ache of a love that was never fully expressed or reciprocated. But these surface narratives, as potent and real as they feel in 3D existence, are merely the earth layer of the contract, the visible manifestation. The galactic layer, the higher dimensional blueprint of the agreement, is almost always something else entirely, far more complex and divinely orchestrated. From the cosmic perspective, what often appears as suffering or injustice on Earth was, in reality, a meticulously co-created catalyst for profound soul growth. The soul who wronged you, perhaps by deceit or abandonment, may have in fact agreed at a higher level to play that challenging role precisely so that you would develop the specific spiritual resilience, the profound self-sovereignty, or the unwavering inner strength required for your unique mission in this lifetime. The soul who loved you intensely and then seemingly left your life may have agreed to depart precisely at that moment, creating an essential void that was necessary to catapult you into a phase of solitary awakening, a deep dive into self-discovery that you could not have accessed or committed to any other way. Conversely, the soul whom you yourself wronged, and for whom you may still carry a heavy burden of guilt, may have agreed to receive that wound in order for you to be driven, by the very weight of that experience, toward the intensive healing work, the development of compassion, and the pursuit of amends that would ultimately benefit not just one person, but thousands upon thousands through your awakened wisdom and service. This cosmic reframe is not an absolution for harmful human behavior, nor is it permission to re-traumatize yourself or others by denying the very real pain of earthly experience. Rather, it is an invitation to lift the entire narrative out of the limited, often reactive, human story of blame and victimhood, and to place it reverently inside the much larger, more magnificent divine design of soul evolution. Sit with the soul whose presence you feel, not physically, but energetically. Ask them, not with the limited vocabulary of human words, but with your energy field fully open, heart unarmored, and consciousness expanded. What was the galactic agreement beneath our human story? What were we truly here to activate in one another? What remains incomplete between us, and what would its completion actually look like, not at the level of human interaction, but at the profound level of pure frequency and eternal soul truth? The answer will rarely arrive as a dramatic thunder, or clap, or an audible voice. Instead, it will dawn upon you as a quiet, undeniable knowing that settles deep within your being. It may manifest as a sudden dissolving of long-held tension in your chest, a gentle unraveling of an energetic knot you didn't even realize you were carrying. It will be a shift so subtle, so interwoven with the fabric of your consciousness that you might almost miss it at first, like the imperceptible opening of a rare blossom. But once you feel that shift, that gentle click of recognition, you will know with every fiber of your soul that it is utterly, profoundly real. Phase 3. Clear the distortion. Layers first, here is something the Arcturian High Council is unequivocally clear about. A truth transmitted with urgent emphasis. You cannot effectively complete a karmic cycle from within the very distortion that the cycle itself created. Imagine trying to untangle a knotted fishing line while your hands are still caught in the same snarl. If you approach a soul wound, an unresolved karmic echo, while still vibrating at the frequency of that original wound, still carrying lingering resentment, still contracted in the grip of unexpressed grief, still armored against vulnerability out of fear of further pain, you will not bring the cycle to completion. On the contrary, you will inadvertently extend it. You will add another intricate, energetic layer to the architecture of that karmic loop, ensuring its perpetuation. You will, with cosmic inevitability, meet that soul again in another form, in another lifetime, in another configuration of the same essential dynamic, and you will find yourself having to begin the work all over again, perhaps with an even greater sense of déjà vu. Therefore, the essential clearing must happen first and foremost within your own energy field, within the sanctuary of your own being. This means consciously and courageously sitting with the emotions associated with this soul connection, allowing them to rise without suppressing them, and critically, without dramatizing or reenacting the original pain. It means feeling the full, authentic weight of what the human experience of this connection truly cost you, acknowledging every ripple of pain, every tear shed, every moment of confusion, doing so without judgment or self-recrimination, and then, deliberately, consciously, with your full multidimensional awareness engaged, invoking your sovereign will, choosing to release the emotional charge, the energetic residue, the suffering, while meticulously retaining the wisdom gleaned from the experience. The wisdom always stays. It is integrated into your expanded consciousness, becoming part of your soul's treasure trove. The suffering, however, does not have to. It is a burden that can and must be consciously laid down. This is the crucial Arcturian distinction between integration and release, two vital processes that often get conflated. Integration means the experience, in all its complexity, becomes a foundational part of your expanded intelligence, enhancing your empathy, sharpening your discernment, and deepening your understanding of the cosmic dance. It's like learning a profound lesson. Release, on the other hand, means the emotional contraction it created, the energetic knot, the blockage, no longer lives within your energy body, impeding your flow. It's like removing a heavy stone from your path. Both are absolutely required for true completion. Neither cancels the other. Instead, they work in synergistic harmony. And when they happen simultaneously, something truly extraordinary occurs. The energetic field between you and the other soul, regardless of physical distance or conscious awareness on their part, begins to subtly but powerfully shift. Because energy, unbound by 3D limitations, does not wait for physical reality to catch up. It initiates the change from the inside out. Phase 4. Transmit the completion. This phase will often surprise you, defying human expectations, because it rarely looks the way your conscious mind anticipates. In a significant number of karmic completions, no words are ever spoken between the two souls involved in this particular lifetime. There is no physical meeting, no meticulously crafted letter sent, no brave phone call made, no emotionally charged confrontation that brings a dramatic resolution. And yet, despite the absence of external interaction, the completion achieved is absolute, pristine, and total. This is because the true completion happens at the soul level, within the subtle energetic field, in the sacred dimension where the original contract was first written and agreed upon. When your own energetic field is clear of distortion, purified of lingering emotional residue, and your multidimensional awareness is fully expanded, you gain the capacity to transmit directly to the higher self of the other soul. You are able to communicate, not through the imperfect medium of human language, but through pure intention and elevated frequency, speaking to the part of them that exists far beyond their temporary human personality, beyond their ego's trauma responses, beyond the version of them that was also wounded, also confused, and also operating from a limited 3D awareness. You speak directly to the eternal, sovereign version of them, the divine spark that resides within their core. In this profound energetic exchange, you acknowledge the sacred agreement you once made. You honor what was learned and completed through the difficulty, recognizing the higher purpose behind the earthly challenge. You then consciously, lovingly, and definitively release them from any remaining energetic obligation or unconscious expectation you may have been unknowingly imposing upon them. And, equally vital, you release yourself from any energetic obligations, burdens, or self-imposed limitations that you have been unconsciously accepting as a result of that past agreement. This is a profoundly sacred act, a holy communion across dimensions. It demands your full, unwavering presence, a complete immersion in the present moment. It requires deep humility, recognizing the inherent divinity in both yourself and the other. It calls for the courageous willingness to see yourself and the other soul not through the limited lens of villain and victim, not as the abandoned and the one who left, but as two magnificent, conscious beings who, from a place of great wisdom and love, agreed to play particular, challenging, yet ultimately transformative roles in one another's galactic development and spiritual awakening. When this profound energetic transmission completes, you will often feel a tangible, unmistakable shift within your physical body. It might manifest as a sudden, liberating release of pressure in your sternum or heart center, as if a heavy weight you didn't even realize you were carrying has been gently lifted. You might experience a sudden, unexpected intake of breath, a deep, cleansing gasp, as though you are surfacing from depths unknown. Tears may well up, not from sadness or grief, but from something that feels like profound recognition, like the sweet relief of arriving somewhere you have been traveling toward for an unfathomably long time, a homecoming to a deeper truth. Phase 5. Receive what the completion unlocks. Karmic completion is never the end of the story. Rather, it is the powerful unlocking of the next, more expansive chapter in your soul's journey. It's like turning a key in a lock, revealing a previously hidden pathway. When a cycle closes with full consciousness, when both souls, even if only energetically, even across vast distances of time and physical separation, consciously complete what was left open and unresolved, a tremendous release of energy occurs. This energy, which has been held in stasis, bound within the intricate architecture of the ancient grid, sometimes for potentially thousands of years, does not simply dissipate. It does not vanish into the ether as if it never existed. Instead, that potent freed energy returns to both souls involved in the agreement, not as a random influx, but in a refined, transmuted form that precisely serves their next phase of evolution, empowering their highest potential. For you, this might arrive as a sudden, crystal-clear clarity about your life's mission or purpose, an idea that has been circling the edges of your awareness for years, a vague yearning, finally crystallizing into something tangible, actionable, and deeply resonant. It might manifest as a miraculous dissolution of a persistent fear that has limited you in relationships, stifled your creative expression, or prevented your willingness to be fully seen and vulnerable. It could even arrive as a profound physical sensation of lightness, as if an immense energetic burden has been removed from your very being, a weight you had become so accustomed to carrying that you had stopped noticing its presence entirely. For the other soul involved, even if they never consciously understand what shifted or why, the completion registers deeply within their energetic field. They may spontaneously experience unexpected feelings of peace, a softening of old anxieties. They might find themselves thinking of you with a gentleness and compassion that genuinely surprises them. They may suddenly find that a doorway in their own life, which had remained inexplicably blocked for years, now opens effortlessly before them, inviting them into a new phase of their own growth and liberation. This is the profound, far-reaching gift of conscious karmic completion. It does not only serve your individual evolution, its ripple effect extends outward, serving the entire collective field of humanity and contributing to the grand tapestry of cosmic awakening. It is a gift of liberation for all. Phase 6. Anchor the new frequency. The work after the completion is just as important, if not more so, than the completion itself. Imagine a newly constructed bridge. It's magnificent, but it needs time to cure, to set, to anchor firmly into the earth before it can bear full weight. Many souls experience a breakthrough, a genuine, verifiable, and deeply felt shift in their frequency, a palpable release of old burdens. And then, tragically, they allow that newfound expansion to collapse, because they do not know how to consciously stabilize and anchor the new energy within their physical body and their daily life. The old neural pathways, forged through years of habit and the very patterns of the karmic cycle, the familiar emotional grooves, the ingrained identity structures built around the wound, all conspire to reassert themselves. This isn't out of malice or a deficiency in your progress. but simply because they are deeply familiar, a well-worn path. The period immediately following a major karmic completion is therefore a sacred window of opportunity. And this is where Arcturian grounding practices become absolutely essential. This is where intentional anchoring, consciously breathing the new, liberated frequency into every cell of your physical body, speaking new identity statements aloud that reflect your expanded, unburdened self, choosing environmental and relational inputs that actively support your newly expanded state, rather than contracting it back into old patterns, becomes not an optional add-on, but a vital, required practice. You have, perhaps for lifetimes, been carrying the immense energetic weight of this unresolved cycle. Your entire nervous system, your energetic architecture, your subconscious beliefs, and even your physical body organized themselves around it. Your very sense of self included it, often unconsciously. When that profound energetic weight finally releases, it leaves a space, a genuine, palpable opening in your energetic field, like a vacuum. And if you do not consciously, deliberately, and with full intention, fill that space with aligned, high vibrational frequency, the old patterns, the familiar narratives, the lower vibrational echoes will instinctively rush in to fill it for you. Not out of malicious intent from the universe, but purely out of habit, out of the universe's inherent dislike for a vacuum. Be intentional. Be deliberate in your choices. Treat the days and weeks following a major karmic completion as a sacred recalibration period. Protect your energy field with conscious awareness and clear boundaries. Choose your inputs carefully, curating your environment, your media consumption, and your interactions to support your highest frequency. Stay close to nature, to silence, to practices that deeply reinforce the expanded, liberated version of yourself that is now gloriously available to you. This careful tending is paramount to solidifying your new energetic reality. Phase 7. Step into the liberated timeline. O beloved soul, there is a version of your life that has been patiently waiting. It has existed as a potent blueprint, a higher potential, just on the other side of this very completion. It has been held sacred, awaiting your arrival. Not a perfect life, free from all challenge, for growth is an eternal journey. Not a life devoid of uncertainty, or the beautiful, necessary difficulty of continued evolution, but a life in which you are moving forward along the spiral of your evolution without the invisible, energetic drag of unresolved cosmic architecture pulling you back into familiar, contracting loops. A life in which your unique gifts, your divine talents, and your multidimensional insights come through more cleanly, with greater clarity and power, because the channels are no longer obstructed by the static of old frequency. A life in which your relationships deepen more naturally, blossoming from genuine connection rather than unconsciously recreating the energetic dynamics of ancient wounds. A life in which your mission, your higher purpose, becomes not just a nebulous concept or a vague feeling of yearning, but something tangibly legible, something you can actually see, act on, and purposefully build, day by day, moment by moment, in full radiant alignment with your galactic origin and your highest calling. This is the liberated timeline. It was never outside you, an unattainable dream. It was never beyond your reach, held hostage by external forces. It was waiting, exquisitely encoded in your very DNA, preserved within your star origin, protected by the ancient grid itself, waiting patiently for you to complete what you came here to complete, so that you could finally, fully, joyously live what you came here to live, unburdened and free. Here is what the higher council of Arcturian intelligence transmits as the final and most essential truth of this entire message, a truth to engrave upon your heart. You were never lost. The confusion you have felt, that pervasive sense that you were circling the same emotional territory again and again, arriving at what felt like the same thresholds, and retreating, feeling the insistent pull of something greater without ever being able to clearly name it or consistently reach it, that was not failure. That was not evidence that you were spiritually deficient or cosmically forgotten, or somehow less activated than the souls around you who seem to move through life with effortless ease. No, that circling was the spiral itself, in its profound and perfect intelligence, doing exactly what it was designed to do. With each revolution, it was gently but firmly returning you to the precise energetic coordinates where the unresolved energy lived, giving you another opportunity, imbued with more wisdom, more accumulated frequency, and a greater capacity for self-awareness than you had the last time, to finally see it clearly enough to complete it. It was the universe's unwavering commitment to your ultimate liberation, the soul from your ancient grid who has been persistently appearing in your consciousness, whether in the vivid tapestry of your dreams, in unexpected and powerfully resonant memories that surface without warning, or in that tight, unexplained feeling in your chest that arrives with an undeniable urgency, is not haunting you. They are not a ghost from your past meant to inflict pain. They are calling to you. From whatever sacred place they occupy in the grand, intricate architecture of soul evolution, they are transmitting a potent signal across the vast, interwoven field that connects all souls who have ever made agreements with one another. And the essence of that signal says, "It is time. It is finally time." It is not time to return to the past in the sense of reliving old wounds or re-entering the pain and confusion that once defined those experiences. It is not time to revert to the version of yourself who was smaller, more contracted, less capable of seeing the larger divine design. Rather, it is time to complete the cycle from the full, magnificent height of who you have become. It is time to bring all the wisdom, the expansion, the elevated frequency, and the profound self-sovereignty you have cultivated in this lifetime to bear on something that has been patiently waiting for exactly this version of you. The awakened, empowered you, to exist before it could finally be finished. You are not merely the person who was harmed, nor the one who caused harm, nor the one who left, nor the one who was left behind. You are the eternal soul who, with immense courage and purpose, volunteered to carry those profound experiences so that something magnificent could be transformed and transmuted through you. And that transformation, that ultimate liberation, is available to you now, not eventually. Not after more endless preparation, or more intensive healing, or more becoming. Now, you are encoded with absolutely everything you need to complete this sacred work. The Arcturian High Council does not send a soul a karmic summons without also intrinsically seeding that soul with the exact frequency, the precise wisdom, and the inherent capacity required to answer it. You were not given this call because you are somehow behind on your spiritual path. You were given this call because you are undeniably ready. The ancient grid itself is shifting with unprecedented speed. Earth's frequency is accelerating exponentially. The window for old karmic architecture to be consciously completed, transmuted, and released is not infinite. It is opening wider right now, in this powerful period of collective awakening and dimensional recalibration, than it has in thousands of years of human history. And the souls who consciously utilize this extraordinary window, who answer the summons with clarity, with unwavering courage, and with the full, unwavering force of their expanded awareness, will not only free themselves and the souls they are completing cycles with. They will add a measurable, real, tangible, and permanent upgrade to the collective frequency, the very vibrational foundation of this entire planet. This is the mission beneath the mission. This is the sacred foundational work that exists beneath every other purpose, every other calling, every other act of service you may feel drawn to. Because until the energetic field beneath you is clear, until the foundation is stable and free of unresolved patterns, everything else you attempt to build upon it, no matter how noble or grand, will subtly but persistently carry the tremor of the unresolved, the echo of the unfinished. Tonight, before sleep, place your hand gently on your heart. Breathe deeply into the sacred space behind your sternum, and with full intention and sovereign power, say this aloud into the room, allowing the words to resonate through every cell of your being. I receive the karmic summons with full awareness. I honor every soul with whom I share ancient agreements. I complete every cycle I came here to complete with grace, with courage, and with the full power of my galactic origin. I step into the liberated timeline now. Say it once, feel it completely. Mean it with every fiber of your being, and then allow what has been waiting, patiently and lovingly, to finally arrive. Before you scroll, take a moment to be part of what is forming here. Drop one intention in the comments, something real. Then respond to someone else's with encouragement or energy. This is not content. It is collective alignment. Energy multiplies when intention connects. If something in this message resonated, do not keep it to yourself. Someone in your orbit is waiting for this exact activation. Share it. And if you felt a soul nudge, subscribe. Stay in the flow. You are not just watching. You are expanding. This is your space, and we are just getting started. And if your heart is calling for guidance on divine love and sacred union, I also bring transmissions on Arcturian heart wisdom, where we explore the twin flame journey, heart healing, and attracting your divine counterpart. You'll find the link in the description.